everybody, it's Paul from Alexander Knife Sharpener and Laser Engraving. So I wanted to show you something and talk about, let's talk about your first laser project or picking something to sell. So even with my little tiny one-car garage shop that I work in, I still manage to display a few things for people to buy. And one of them that's been really popular have been bottle openers. And these things are just super easy to make, customize, and sell. They've been just a really easy upsell for me. And if you're going to do an event, also, if you're a town or someplace that has like a farmer's market or that kind of stuff, these things are great. And depending on the type of laser you have, if you have a portable laser like a laser pecker, or if you have a xTool F1, you can do this stuff on location. And I just want to show you. So this is my little area when you come in, where people can see a couple of the other things I do besides knife sharpening. And I have sold quite a few of these customized bottle openers. Now this is a more expensive one, and I'm going to show you today a really inexpensive, simple bottle opener that you can make in literally under 2 minutes and get anywhere. I would say I have no problem getting $8 to $10 for these, and they only cost you $1.50, and that's this guy right here. Okay, so these little bottle openers, they're wood bottle openers. They cost around $1.50 a piece. You can get them with different woods. You can get them with darker wood handles. This is super easy to do and super easy to profit from. If you're looking for a first project, let's focus on this, and I'll just show you how to do it, where to get them, and how easy this is. This is a great gift for kids too. So kids want to get something for their father, and maybe they can't afford a $35 custom made, custom cut bottle opener like I charge my my other ones that are real wood and I do custom. But something like this, $8-10 to a kid, and they give something, dad a gift that he's not gonna ever forget and he's gonna cherish, and it's just really great. So let's show this project, show you how easy it is. I'll show you where to get them, and we'll go from there. Okay, I've talked about this a little bit before in some other videos. I wanted to show you real quick what I did to make this very simple little beer opener. Was I started with xTool Creative Space, and I've mentioned before, a lot of the lasers out there, Laser Pecker has one, xTool Creative Space has it, and if not, there's great programs like Kittle, and even Google out there has some free AI generation art stuff. But basically, I came in here to xTool Creative Space. I went into the AI area and I typed in beer bottle. I picked line art, and it generated what you saw there. So I'm just gonna go back to that. So this is what I got. So it gave me this box with all these different beer bottles, which is great, and beer option, because I could use all of it. I wanted it even more simple than what you see here. So this would be great if I was doing a coaster or something. I only wanted two things. I wanted a beer mug and maybe a beer bottle. So what I did was I took this and I traced it. So if you hit image trace, you'll get this blue outline, and basically what it's doing is it's turning all of these things into individual little vector art, and I guess it might be SVGs, but it basically what you can do is then you can work with each one individually. Instead of this just being a big PNG picture, I can now edit, transform, take parts in and out. So I basically hit save, and you'll see, so now you'll see here I have a kind of a copy of what was here, and I'm going to show you. So here is the trace. And what I did was I simply went in, and if I right click, you'll see I have an option to ungroup. So all this stuff is grouped together right now, but if I click ungroup, they've now been ungrouped and they're all individual little things. So I can come down here and I can click on or highlight this beer bottle, and let's say I want this, and I moved it out to the side. And this is exactly what I did, and I wanted a beer stein or a mug, so I did the same thing here. And as you click delete, you'll see I can even get rid of certain things. I'm just going to highlight this stein and show you, and I pulled this over, and I brought that over to there, right? I even like this so much I wanted to use it for other things. I just got to get it out of my way. I'm going to take it off of my workspace, move it out here, and I'm going to turn off the output on it, which will make it not do anything. So it won't print, won't do anything on the computer. And same thing here with the original picture. So here's my original PNG, and I don't want it to do anything, so I'm going to just turn the output off on it. So now the only thing I'm dealing with are these little individual vectors right here. And you can see, like, I pulled that away from there. I didn't have the whole part, so I'm going to go back. Let me select that. So I can even simplify this even more by coming in here, and you'll see parts. This is broken into parts. So you see how we have some parts there, and you can get rid of parts that you don't need. So if this is on score right now, which is just an outline, but if I hit engrave, you'll see there's my engraving. And I don't even need any of this. So I actually deleted that. And that's perfectly fine for what I needed to do. I just needed a simple little outline of a beer bottle. And it's kind of the same thing with this. I could click this on, and you'll see there's little parts there. And you can go in, and a lot of times it helps to simplify things and get rid of some things. So I can come in there, and you'll see same thing. I'm going to go to engrave, and that's what my outline would look like. And those are perfect two little drawings. And if I wanted to, work on it even more, you can double click on it. And these are what are called nodes. And say I didn't like this like line down at the bottom. Say I wanted to take these out. I can actually just click on them, and I'm hitting the delete key. And I'm just taking that little bottom like counter area out. Say I didn't want that at all. I could just delete it. And now watch, when I hit done, there's our drawing, and I just took out those little parts that I didn't want. So now I'm just going to go over to my actual design that I used for what you saw, and you can see there it is. I just added in my two little graphics. I went and found a font that I liked that almost looked like a little kid's writing, or kids wrote it. To Dad from The Reasons You Drink. Added my two little graphics in there. Then I grouped it all together as one thing. So I went back and highlighted it all, and I can group it together. And if you have to move things around or you need to adjust them, you can ungroup them. And like I said, just say I need to work on this, just the beer bottle, I can come in here and highlight it. That must be grouped. Let me ungroup. There you go. So you can see I have the beer bottle, say I wanted it bigger, smaller, in a different orientation. I can edit all these, little parts and move things around. The trace here is the trace that I did of the handle when I put the bottle opener into the laser, and then I simply engraved it. I used the wood coaster setting. It wasn't deep enough for me the first time on the wood coaster setting, so I just did a second pass. So I did two passes on what is normally the wood coaster setting. It came out perfect, as you'll see in the little video, and I'm just going to end this now. And that is simply all it takes to make a cool little customized project. If you want to get ideas for what to put on there, go to Pinterest, go to Etsy, and look for ideas for dad gifts and things. You'll find a million ideas. And then, like I said, one of the really cool things is there's so much artificial intelligence art out there. You don't need to be an artist. You don't need to be a graphic designer to go out and simply get some cool artwork to finish off your project. And that's all there is to it. As always, I will try and leave any relatable links to products and things that you saw in this video in the description of the YouTube video. Just go to the description and take a look in there and look for the links. I will also leave a link to my running list of products and things that I use in my shop. That is located on my website. You'll see a link to that there. And it has almost all the tools that I use on a regular basis. And if you don't see something that you're interested in, you can send me a message and I will try and find it for you.